I think everyone knows about the New Zealand International Comedy Festival, but what people may not be aware of is it's run by a charitable trust.
And what the trust does is it provides these different avenues at crucial points for people to upskill, to learn more about the industry.
We have a broad range of programs expressly designed to develop comedy in New Zealand. Some of it's for audiences, but some of it is just for comedians.
You start off with, you know, the class comedians, and then you go from that to get some mentorship, and then suddenly you're in the festival, and then once you've applied for the festival you can get the comedy lab and develop the show, and then you're in the festival, and then you can go, oh, I think I'm pretty good, I'll apply for a Billy T.
It's a backbone that is slowly building in all these different areas what is now a wonderfully healthy industry. I think that something like the Billy T's is fantastic, because when I was judging I saw 22 people present to me an idea for a show, a budget for a show, an outline of how they were going to achieve that.
It gives up-and-coming comics a you know, something to aspire to and strive to make a good show that's recognised as being a good show.
To have a bit of recognition about your professionalism and how good you are as a talent consistently, I think is really important.
The idea of pursuing stand-up as a career kind of came about when I did the showcase, the Class Comedian Showcase. I just realised that I could do this. This is something that I was, you know, I could get better at.
It definitely allowed me to be more of who I was and actually kind of have my own personality in my stand-up. From doing it at a young age in a really supportive environment, I wasn't trying to be something I wasn't, and I wasn't trying to sort of emulate or imitate other comedians that I'd seen. I was actually, you know, being myself on stage.
Because I often speak to parents and they say, why should my kid do class comedians? They, you know, I don't know if they want to become a comic. You say, you know what? It's actually not about that to a certain extent. It's about making them a better person. It's about giving them all of these skills that comedy can give you. And if they go through class comedians and they never do comedy again, we've made better people. But when they do come back and do comedy, we've made better comedians.
Comedy Lab is this, in a lot of ways, quite bizarre, very unique program, I guess you would call it, that's run by the Trust.
You go up, you do 10 to 15 minutes of material, you get audience feedback, but as well as that you also have an industry mentor in the crowd.
It was actually, you know, really beneficial to know how you're coming across.
You get to really drill in and focus on it, and not just get into the broad ideas and if they're working with your particular style, but the audience give you suggestions on wording and stuff like that, and it's unlike anything else that I've ever seen.
The Creative Comedy Initiative is about people who are working on a special idea or something that needs a bit of funding to pull off.
I've been awarded the CCI grant for my next year's show, which is a show about my own funeral, and it's the kind of show which I would not be able to do without this grant.
Being a judge on that was something very special to me because it kept me in touch with what was going on.
The fact that I pitched this to them and they liked it and were excited by the idea, as excited as I was just amazing.
Next Big Things was an amazing opportunity because it was the biggest audience that I'd ever played to, so it was fantastic to be able to, I guess, acclimatise myself to a larger crowd.
That clip alone from that show has landed me so many jobs, like not just stand-up as well, just like corporate work, emceeing gigs, and having that online has allowed me to actually continue working. I don't think I'd be where I am today if I didn't have that opportunity.
The great thing with the Trust as well is its involvement in television. Aotearoa, Next Big Thing, the Billies were on this year.
7 days probably wouldn't have happened without the Trust being there to generate the base of comedians that we need to make that show work, and that we did when we did the pilot. So I think it's an essential part of the industry, and beavering away quietly, making sure we've all got a wonderfully safe foundation on which to build our amazing careers.
Opportunity is everything. Actually, the laughs are everything. The opportunity to get the laughs, that's everything. It pretty much sums up this entire conversation.